Hi everyone, this is a technical analysis on USDJPY. Let's start with a fundamental overview first. The USD continues to remain under pressure against most major currencies, despite higher core PCE estimates following the US CPI and PPI reports, and a better than expected retail sales data yesterday. The market pricing for the Fed went from expecting more than 80 BPS of easing by year end at the peak of the risk off sentiment to roughly 60 BPS as of now. That didn't provide a pullback in the US dollar sell off, though. The focus now switched to the FOMC decision due tomorrow, where the Fed is expected to keep rates steady. On the JPY side, the data recently started to come out on the softer side, and Governor Ueda recently didn't sound like someone who's in a hurry to raise rates amid some uncertainty. The Japanese yen in the past couple of weeks has been supported across the board more by the risk of sentiment and falling treasury yields rather than domestic fundamentals. As the risk sentiment improved and treasury yields bounced, the JPY started to lose ground against most currencies. Tomorrow we have the BoJ policy decision where the central bank is expected to keep everything unchanged. Now the daily chart, we can see that USDJPY failed to sustain the break below the key 148.60 level and eventually pulled all the way back to the trend line. This is where we can expect the sellers to step in with a defined risk above the trend line to position for a drop into the 140 handle. The buyers, on the other hand, will want to see the price breaking higher to increase the bullish bets into the 160 handle next. On the 4-hour chart, we can see that we now have this upward minor trend line defining the bullish momentum on this time frame. If we were to get a pullback into the trend line, we can expect the buyers to lean on it to position for the break above the major trend line, while the sellers will look for a break lower to increase the bearish bets into the 140 handle next. On the 1 hour chart, there's not much else we can add here, as the sellers will look for a rejection around the trend line, while the buyers will target a break above it. These red lines define the average daily range for today. For the upcoming catalysts, tomorrow we have the rate decisions from the BoJ and the Fed. On Thursday, we get the US jobless claims figures, and on Friday, we conclude the week with the Japanese CPI.